Gents, what we have here is a 1914 to 1917 6.35 millimeter Mauser or 25 ACP. One thing I found today is that when I bought this, no one at the store, nor could I find anywhere online, it's shown how to take it apart. So I played around with a little bit, and I'm about to show you what I found here. Again, how I know it's a 1914 and 1917 is by the serial number. What I did find is that between the 200,000 and 400,000 range is that year range of 14 to 17. Prior to that is a 1910 variant, which the difference is this little nipple right here, and I'll get back to that in a minute. It's important for the first thing you do to try and take this apart. So let's get started. First thing you want to do is make sure that your weapon is empty, so slide that back, your magazine will come out. You can see that it's empty. Then that was just the safety right there. Just engage the safety. You slide it down and release it right here. I always keep it on safe. So slide back. It's going to automatically lock. You can see the chamber's empty. You're going to need to put this. Actually, you can leave that out. Now that it's slid back, you want to hit this little nipple right here I mentioned before. You're going to push down on it with your finger, and you're going to slide this little plate to the left as you're facing the gun. Once you do that, it comes right out. Take that out, set that down. Your barrel here is going to just lift straight up. Don't need that anymore. Now you're going to need your magazine again. You're going to take it and you put it in. When you put it in, it slides forward. Now, when you go to, once it slides forward, you're going to push back on your magazine again. See how your slide just ejects right off? So set your magazine down. Pull your slide right off. Inside there you have a spring and there's a pin. You want to make sure that you look at your pin here. See how it's got that little flared end? You want that flared end to be facing back. When you put this gun back together, it's going to go right down inside here, and you want to make sure it's facing the right way. It does not have a flared end on that side. So far as the spring, it's the same on both sides. It's not tapered. It's only one size, so it doesn't matter which side you put this pin back into. When you go to put this back in, one thing I found is that this little plate here, see how this moves? I had a hard time at first trying to get my slide back in because this moved up so easily when you touch it. I haven't tried to take that off yet. I don't know what it does when you do. I'm not going to mess around with it right now, but just make sure that it's nice and flush here with your rails, otherwise your slide's going to bind up when you go to put it on. So now that's done. Take it again, tapered in back, slide your pin right in here. It's pretty loose. You're going to take this, see how it's got the little grooves in there right here, and it's going to go right up over here. You're going to take that, put it down. You got to give it a little pressure when you're putting it on there, but not too much. Make sure that before you slide it back, your spring is sitting right inside that little slot for it. And take this and slide it back. It's going to lock to the rear. Once it locks to the rear, you're going to take your barrel, put it back inside. Again, there's a little hole right there, a little nipple right there. Just drop straight down. You should not have to force it. It'll set right in. You're going to take this pin again as you're facing the gun. See the little hole right here? You're going to drop this in with it facing to the left. Fall right down. Tilt it up, put your finger on that little pin again, that clip, you'll hear it click, and you know it's in place. And take your magazine, slide it back in. When you slide it back in, it locks. Pull the trigger, fires, pop it out, slide it back, it'll lock, slide it forward, put your weapon on safe, and you're done. So pretty easy, pretty straightforward, not very difficult. There's a little more of a detailed breakdown if you want to figure it out, by all means. I haven't done it yet myself. And this is your breakdown and reassembly of a 1914 to 1917 6.35 millimeter 25 ACP Mauser.